Welcome to the Queen City of Cincinnati at one of the most historic venues in all of college football. Nippert Stadium, home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Cincinnati Bearcats. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to start us off. Coming out with it, it's Turner. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bearcats' offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, he's going to go up top. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is a team that believes they're way better than what their record indicates. I know they've got a losing record coming into this one, but they felt like they could make some plays early in this one and show the rest of the country just how good they are. Phenomenal job on defense. On the opening drive, getting the pick, and now setting the offense up here early with great field position.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Dropping back, it's Hoover. He's got it on the move. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the D deny them on second and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
7, Cincinnati, 0.
Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. They'll start this drive from the 42. To the ground with the back. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They'll give it to him again. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. Now the play fake. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Hoover, throwing right. It's caught downfield. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats.
Cincinnati, 0.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that could collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's a 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Here's the handoff. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Takes it on the return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's gonna pass. Trying to get to it. Plows through the defense. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the 1st down with the run. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Comes out throwing on first down. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. And the Horned Frogs are in the red zone. On second down, just keeps firing. He's got it on the run. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And that is no good. Lead is still in double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Cincinnati. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the home of Bearcats football since 1902.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
He's taking the shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. The Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Big first down sack for the defense, brings up second down. The give to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Pollard, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
31 on to kick it away.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Just needs a crack to get a return. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught near the sideline, it's Smith. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. The new set of downs after the completion. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. And the Bearcats are in the hurry-up.
And they get him again. This has not been the day we expected. This young man, we expect great things. Like, he is one of the better players in college football. You think he'd come out, put on a show, but this defense has had his number all game long.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Uncorks it. Got it in the middle, it's Kiner. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Bearcats are marching down the field.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision. If he's open, get it to him, get some positive yards. Basically a run play.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Back to the air one more time. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. This is a 3rd and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. To throw, it's Sorsby. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these